Episode 8. The Stargazer's Rest. The astronomer's journey through the stars. The air was crisp as Dara and Amina pressed forward on their path, the glow of the stars lighting their way. They had journeyed for what felt like an eternity, traversing rugged mountains, dark forests, and endless plains. Each step brought them closer to the truth that Dara sought, the guiding light, and the secrets it held about the universe and herself. But now, as exhaustion set in and their spirits wavered, the pair found themselves approaching a place whispered of in myths and legends, a haven known as the Stargazer's Rest. The landscape shifted as they walked. The ground grew softer beneath their boots, the scent of wildflowers mingling with the cool night air. Ahead, faint golden lights flickered in the distance, beckoning like a warm embrace after a cold night. Amina glanced at Dara and smiled, her eyes reflecting both fatigue and hope. "This must be it," she said softly. "The Stargazer's Rest. We've made it." The rest came into view gradually, revealing a cluster of low, weathered buildings nestled in a hollow surrounded by towering cliffs. At its center was a massive fire pit, its flames leaping into the night sky. The fire seemed to dance with the stars themselves, a mirror of the heavens above. Around it, figures sat huddled together, their faces lit by the warm glow. It was a place of respite and stories, of fellowship and knowledge shared among those who dared to chart the skies. As Dara and Amina stepped into the light, all eyes turned toward them. The travelers gathered there greeted them with knowing smiles and nods. These were astronomers, seekers, and wanderers like Dara, each one carrying their own stories, their own struggles, and their own dreams. One of the elder travelers rose from the circle and approached them. His silver hair shone like moonlight, and his eyes sparkled with wisdom. "Welcome, travelers," he said, in a voice as steady as the earth itself. "You've come far to reach this place. Rest here and share your story, for the stars have led us all to this gathering." Dara and Amina accepted his invitation, settling near the fire as the other travelers made room for them. The warmth seeped into their weary bodies, and for the first time in days, Dara felt a sense of peace. The elder introduced himself as Terran, a historian of the stars who had dedicated his life to mapping constellations and preserving the tales of those who had followed their light. As the fire crackled and sparks rose to join the stars above, Terran invited the travelers to share their stories. One by one, they spoke, their voices weaving a tapestry of hope, loss, and determination. A young woman named Elira recounted how she had spent years chasing a single star, only to realize it was leading her back to the home she had left behind. A stoic man named Kyle shared his tale of wandering aimlessly after losing his family, finding solace only in the constellations that reminded him of their love. Each story resonated with Dara, their themes of sacrifice and discovery mirroring her own journey. When it was her turn to speak, she hesitated at first, unsure of how to put her experience into words. But as she looked around at the faces of those who listened with open hearts, she felt a surge of courage. "My journey began with a question," she began, her voice steady but soft. "I wanted to understand the stars, their patterns, their meanings, their purpose. But the more I followed their light, the more I realized that they weren't just guiding me through the sky. They were guiding me to understand myself." She recounted her adventures with Amina, from the haunting whispers in the Cave of Echoes to the overwhelming vision atop the Tower of Time. She spoke of her fears, her doubts, and the moments of clarity that had kept her moving forward. As she spoke, the fire seemed to burn brighter, as if the stars themselves were listening. When she finished, there was a long silence. Terran broke it with a gentle nod. "You carry the spirit of the Seekers before you," he said. "The stars have always called to those who are willing to listen. And you, Dara, are one of the rare few who have heard their true song." The gathering continued late into the night, the travelers sharing not only stories, but also knowledge. They exchanged maps and charts, debated the origins of constellations, and marveled at the mysteries yet to be uncovered. Dara felt a deep sense of kinship with these people, a connection that transcended words. For the first time, she realized that her journey wasn't just her own, it was part of a greater tapestry, one woven by countless seekers across time. As the night wore on, Dara found herself alone by the fire, gazing up at the stars. Amina had retired to one of the nearby buildings, but Dara couldn't bring herself to leave the warmth of the flames. She thought of the stories she had heard, the wisdom she had gained, and the road that still lay ahead. The stars above seemed to pulse with a quiet rhythm, as if urging her to continue. Terran approached her, his steps silent on the soft earth. He sat beside her and placed a hand on her shoulder. "The Stargazer's Rest is a place of reflection," he said. "It is here that many travelers realize the true nature of their journey." Dara turned to him, her eyes searching his. "And what is that nature?" she asked. Terran smiled, his gaze lifting to the heavens. "The stars are not just points of light. They are stories, memories, and dreams. To understand them, you must first understand yourself. And to understand yourself, you must embrace the journey, not just the destination." Dara pondered his words as the fire crackled softly beside them. In that moment, she felt a profound sense of clarity. The journey wasn't just about finding the guiding light or uncovering the secrets of the universe. It was about becoming worthy of those secrets, about growing, learning, and transforming along the way. As dawn approached, Dara rose, her heart filled with gratitude and determination. She thanked Terran and the other travelers for their wisdom and prepared to continue her journey. The Stargazer's Rest had given her more than she had expected. It had given her a sense of purpose and a deeper understanding of the path ahead. With Amina by her side, Dara stepped back onto the road, the stars fading into the light of the rising sun. She didn't know what challenges lay ahead, but she knew one thing for certain: she was ready to face them. Thank you for joining us for Episode 8 of The Astronomer's Journey Through the Stars. If Dara's story has inspired you, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Your support helps keep this journey alive, and we can't wait to share more adventures with you. Until next time, keep looking up and following the light.